The following presentation is a part of the National Heavy Boxing League's 10th season, celebrating 10 years of the premier level of heavy boxing in the Team Fortress 2 community, and a final send-off as the NHBL closes after its 10th season. Ladies and gentlemen, the final match occurring in the 6th season of the National Heavy Boxing League, and what better time to have it than tonight on the final Saturday of June 2017. It's the 6th Sasha Heavyweight Championship. White Russian Bear versus El Comandante, live here on Twitch. Gentlemen, Fedora in for James Baxter with Clayface and Tyrone. We've got High Tree and Big Joey Slapnuts on sideline interviews. What a matchup we have here to conclude the 6th season. White Russian Bear with his 3rd consecutive Sasha Heavyweight Championship appearance, looking to be the first heavy boxer to achieve 2 Sasha Heavyweight Championship titles in NHBL history. And El Comandante making his first appearance after only 2 tournaments of participation, pulling off many great upsets in the NHBL finals, including beating Spaten, the one favored to win it all, and looking to make his history as the first European heavy boxer to win the Sasha Heavyweight Championship. It only takes 6 rounds to win the Sasha Heavyweight Championship, but your opponent could force it to 11. Again, up here with Clayface and Tyrone in the booth. Both of you gentlemen, it's an honor to be here for the Sasha Heavyweight Championship. Let's talk a little bit with you, Tyrone, first about White Russian Bear. I mean, again, 3rd consecutive appearance in the Sasha Heavyweight Championship. Only boxer to do this in NHBL history. He hasn't managed to win a Sasha Heavyweight Championship since he was in it back in 2012 when he beat Space Sandwich Putis boxer. Now that he is back in the Sasha Heavyweight Championship after winning the Magnes Magnificent Club Clash, he's back here. He's ready to go. Do you think that fatigue or that past that he has experienced with losing in the Sasha Heavyweight Championship is going to come back to haunt him tonight?
I don't think so. I think this is sort of a final fireworks show as sort of a grand goodbye. I think that he's going to try his absolute hardest tonight to win, and I certainly hope that he's going to win. He has pushed as hard as he could, and he certainly has the experience to back it up.
Now, you talk a little bit about that final goodbye and such. We haven't seen that yet from Russian Bear. He has not confirmed anything yet for us. He has not said anything yet about retiring yet. But do you think a victory here in the championship will make him announce his official retirement?
I wouldn't say hopefully that he would retire, but it certainly would be a first to have such a high-class star in the NHBL sort of go into retirement and be sort of that figure that people in future tournaments will kind of look up to. So I believe that certainly it's up to White Russian Bear. He could make a last decision to change his mind, but I don't think so. I think he'll still participate in some sweatshop and maybe some tournaments in the future. I don't think it'll be the last. This will be his last meeting with the NHBL.
And of course, White Russian Bear escaping the side of death, where a lot of the stacked boxers were there, but he had a lot of challenge eliminated from him going into this and was very successful on that side of the bracket, able to participate for his 4th appearance in the Sasha Heavyweight Championship. Now, Clayface, we'll talk a little bit here about El Comandante.
Yeah,
new to the NHBL in the Skyver Community Battle Royale as a backup heavy boxer, only qualified based on default for the NHBL finals and substituted in due to heavy boxers not being there. But Comandante has shown his dominance by beating Spaten, who was favored to win the Sasha Heavyweight Championship this year, by beating Metro, who's been involved with the NHBL as well since Season 2, and who beat Setuplit, a veteran in the NHBL, in the Super Semis. El Comandante looks unstoppable.
Oh, yes, he does. It's this big start of what I like to call European domination. It's been started already, as you see with El Comandante. He's been unstoppable. You know, he must have been pushed so much momentum. He must have had all the momentum on his side, because going into this, he had nothing to lose. You know, he was going up against a guy like Spaten, who is #1 guy. And you know, if Comandante lost that, he would have just shook it off because it was the number one guy. So when he beat Spottin, he obviously contested with so much momentum going into him, and now look where he is, 6th Sasha Heavyweight Championship, on the verge of rising to not only be the first person to win from outside of the United States, but hopefully he can take this championship with him in July.
It's very possible. And you mentioned July. In 2 weeks from today, he will be boxing in the first time the National Heavy Boxing League is over on foreign soil in Europe, hosting matches in London. And he is a great contended boxer to face off there. Him against, I believe it's either Game Cam or Metro, facing off against either competitive heavy boxers there over based in Europe. But if he wins this here, that will be great momentum for him going into the NHBL International Series, of course. But, of course, one match at a time. What does he got to do to overcome the former champion tonight?
Well, overcome the former champion. He's got what I like to call the offensive defensive. He learns what's going on. He's so quick to adapt. You've seen it in his last few performances where he just adapts to every game play, whether it's close range, long range, out, in, he pushes against the ropes. He is there. He is waiting for his chance. I think his ping even has come to an advantage in some way recently, as people find it very hard to actually hit him. There's been a lot of hit wedge complaints that were filed against El Comandante over his last few matches. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Russian can completely ignore the hit wedge and just go straight for the kill.
And again, we mentioned with Russian Bear, he overcame the nicknamed Side of Death for the NHBL finals in this tournament, able to win in the first round against Dimitri, won in the second round against Musique, and then won in the final round of the super semis against Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick. Had a lot of challenge going into this tournament, but now he has the chance to get the Sasha Heavyweight Championship once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we have High Tree and Joey in the locker rooms of both Sasha Heavyweight Championship competitors, ready to give their pre-match interviews.
Hey, you guys, what's up? It's Big Joey here, doing an interview with White Russian Bear, being here since Season 2. White Russian Bear, are you ready for this fight against El Comandante?
No.
Okay, this is off to a great start. Well, you've been here since Season 2. How have you been prepping for this fight?
Not whatsoever.
God, where do you get these people? Anyways, White Russian, now that you are officially going into the finals against El Comandante on Season 6, are there any special tricks you have planned? Have you guys been watching tape on any of the fights or anything?
Covered myself in butter. Does that count?
I can't. Who is the? Did we drag this guy off the streets? I thought this was the professional I'm talking to. All right, you know what? Last question I've got for you. If you win, what are your plans going forward into the NHBL?
None.
All right, well, there you have it. He has nothing planned. Nothing. This was another grade A interview of Big Joey. Back to you.
Well, that's a question, with him saying none there, Clayface, just to update those on the live stream, Comandante having some internet issues, we'll get his sideline interview just as soon as he gets in. But Clayface, let's look a little bit in depth to that comment that Russian Bear made there. What are your plans in the NHBL was the question, and the answer he said was none. Do you think he's saying that's his retirement after this match?
Seriously, could be. I'm feeling win or lose, it's going to be the end. I kind of feel that he's been around for long enough. There's been so many rumors about it. This could be the end of Russian tonight. I just got to find out exactly what's going through his mind. But if he wins, he should maybe continue on. But it should go out almost like Peyton Manning did, going out with a Super Bowl 50 win as he was in the Denver Broncos, and he went out with having a beautiful ring on his finger. Now that's what I'm talking about with White Russian Bear. He has to be so determined, so motivated to potentially pull this off. Because if retirement is in the air, that's going to bring down a lot of problems there.
Absolutely. And if Russian Bear does retire with a Sasha Heavyweight Championship win, like you said it best, that would be sort of a Peyton Manning style of exiting the league with a fresh championship win. So that would be great for him as well there. Tyrone, let's talk a little bit more about kind of the history of both of these boxers coming into this match. We discussed it a little bit in our pre-analysis, but we'll go a little bit further. Russian Bear, he won the second Sasha Heavyweight Championship against Space Sandwich Puti's boxer. He was stripped of the chance of going to the third Sasha Heavyweight Championship by losing to Wu Gotta Be Sneaky in the Super Semis, who Sneaky went on to win the championship. Then he lost to Lears in the fourth championship, and then lost to some Porcupine in the fifth championship. Why is there this pattern of him making it to the Sasha Heavyweight Championship and falling short?
Certainly, we have some greats in the NHBL history. It just seems to me that he's always had sort of a barrier. Not to say that he needs to break a glass ceiling, but he's always had not only people, but like super good fighters who have not only just beaten him, but gone on to beat the finals, it seems like. So I think that it's just that he has all the obstacles out of his way, and all he needs to do is go in and fight and win.
Absolutely. And you look at what happened in the third Sasha Heavyweight Championship, the third season. He lost to Wu Gotta Be Sneaky in the Super Semis, who went on to win it. And an interesting thing is that the referee for tonight's match is Snake, who lost in that third Sasha Heavyweight Championship. He's a retired boxer, now an official in the league and such. You think there's going to be any potential controversy there, any potential bias going into this match?
Certainly not. The NHBL is obviously infallible to bias. I think Snake is a very professional. Honestly, Snake is a very professional NHBL referee, and I highly doubt any bias will be in this match tonight.
Absolutely, and Snake being promoted to senior vice president of officiating last night, so he'll of course be able to take that role and take his skills that he's had as an official in the past and bring that into tonight's match. And that brings me to the question with you, Clayface, about the number of disputes we have here in the Sasha Heavyweight Championship. To clarify for those who don't know about the dispute process, it's basically like a coach's challenge. If you think that there was lag, hit registration failed, or anything along those lines, you can dispute the referee's ruling, and there's a review process with that. And in the Sasha Heavyweight Championship, there are a total of 5 disputes. There's a 6th one if 3 out of 5 of your disputes are successful here. Obviously, there could be some strategy in the dispute process that heavy boxers may try to abuse that system. But looking into that, do you think it's going to be more beneficial in the long run to not utilize the dispute process and just be successful in the first place?
I just feel that the dispute policy sometimes is a good thing, but sometimes doesn't work. Tonight, I feel like that Russian and L probably won't use them simply because they're seeing them in the past. That none of them have actually used it in the past. If I can be precise, or did Comandante use it against Setuplet in the semis, or was that Setuplet using it against Sim? Comandante has been used. He's been challenged with the dispute, quite a few times actually. One was in his match against Spodden, where Spodden said the hit reg was off and he had lag, and they ended up restarting the round, but Comandante was too strong and he ended up actually still beating Spodden regardless. Russian, I don't think has actually been or I believe used one of the dispute policy. I could be very wrong there, though.
Yes, at least from what we have seen, neither of these boxers have used the dispute process they have been challenged with the dispute process, but neither of them have used it. And it looks like El Comandante has just entered the arena. He's going to go ahead and get to the locker room real quick, so I'll finish my thought here. So neither of them have used the dispute process. They've had it used against them, but of course, in the long run, it hasn't been detrimental to them as they have managed to get into the Sasha Heavyweight Championship. Of course, Comandante trying to get into the locker room there just needs to use the old system in the map, type kill while he's in the boxing ring, and then he'll be able to enter into that old respawn cabinet. So he'll be able to get in there, and a great sideline interview coming up for High Tree, the man who made a joke about him as Fidel Castro. I'm sure we're going to get a little preview about that going in here.
Oh, yeah.
Comandante spawns and gets into that respawn cabinet. So I believe he is ready. So we're down to the blue locker room. No more delay. Sideline interview for the pre-match one with High Tree.
Listen, Comandante, Castro, my boy, you're a winner. You see that guy over there, that bear? You're gonna skin him. He's gonna be your new run. Alright, you're gonna win this. You've got no doubt about this. Do you have any things that you have any regrets before you get in that ring? God, the silence, I love it. That shows me your determination, your prowess,
Yes, do
your
it.
ability to win, Comandante. I understand it. Silence is a great quality to have.
He
Only
has
that I
to
didn't-
type.
Only that I didn't buy discounted cereal once like 2 years ago. It's pretty great, you got that. It's a pretty big regret. I like it. I like it a lot. I feel the power coming from that statement. Oh yeah, your head, the way it shakes. It shows me that you're filled with adrenaline. The power to crush White Russian Bear. Am I right? Are you gonna crush White Russian Bear? Crush him into the ground. Oh god, I can see you're a champ, kid. It's a good thing I'm betting on you again. Seriously, you better- seriously. My kids. Anyway, you've got this. No, it's like my house. It's like my house. Anyway, you can win this. You got this. Now, for a good luck, I'll give you a good luck kiss and also stab you.
Oh my.
I'm serious. If you lose, I will stab you. You won't be going home to your family. Anyway, back to you, Fedora.
Well,
You better win. I'm serious. I'm looking at you. You better
another
win.
great sideline interview by High Tree. More questionable one would be to say the
You
least.
Stop your questioning, or we're not some photos.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 6th Sasha Heavyweight Championship of the National Heavy Boxing League. At this time, we would like to introduce our heavy boxers. Please welcome the first European heavy boxer to participate in the Sasha Heavyweight Championship and the upcoming participant in the National Heavy Boxing League International Series, all the way from Luton, England, El Comandante. Our next opponent was the first rookie to win the Sasha Heavyweight Championship in Season 2, making his record 4th appearance in the Sasha Heavyweight Championship, and champion of the Magni's Magnificent Club Clash. Please welcome the victor from the NHBL Finals, Side of Death, all the way from Mobile, Alabama, White Russian Bear. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the mandatory warm-up round starting for the 6th Sasha Heavyweight Championship. The boxer's going to go ahead and duke it out to get warmed up. And Clayface, we've already said a huge amount about these heavy boxers. Both of them greatly skilled. Both of them have gone through a lot to come here. What do you think it's going to come down to in this match?
Look, I mean, you got Russian's experience versus Commandante's momentum. It's almost like which one's going to prevail first, really.
Absolutely, and it really does come down to that, especially. But talking a little bit more in depth about both of these boxers, like we've seen White Russian Bear box with many different loadouts over the years, and has gone with different formats. Why do you think he goes with the deadliest catch this time?
God, who knows with this man? I mean, seriously, like he's been changing his loadout since he was 2 years old. So I mean, really, he usually goes with almost like a ghastly gibbets like loadout. Am I correct? Sometimes he goes with the ghastly gibbets and the pyrovision. Sometimes he goes with the canine main.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and sometimes he goes with his Bill's hat, I believe. But tonight he's gone with the deadly catch. It almost like showing Commandante he doesn't care because he knows he's fairly. Oh, now he's actually changed his loadout.
Of course,
yes.
Wouldn't expect any different from him. All right, now Tyrone, we'll look a little bit at El Comandante here. Yeah, obviously, he has an unusual there that he sticks with his loadout, wants to stay consistent, everything like that. Let's talk a little bit, again, out the bracket side that he came from. Obviously, he beat Spaten in the first round, and some people have argued that his facing off against Metro and Setuplit, they have claimed that he had it easy in the right side of the bracket compared to what Russian has gone through. Do you think he had it easy going into the Sasha, or trying to get to the Sasha Heavyweight Championship?
Really depends. Of course, it's all relative. White Russian Bear is one of the greats, and he went especially Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick, who had a 100% win rate in all of his matches. So, but he's also a great. So it's all relative. El Comandante was a little bit of a dark horse. I was certainly expecting Setuplit to win in the right side of the bracket, but it did not turn out that way. So it will really just come down to what we see here in these warm-up rounds. It seems that White Russian Bear is losing a little bit.
Very well.
Yeah, it does, and it's interesting to see here, Clayface. It's interesting to see. You know, we talk a lot about how ping can sometimes affect it, sometimes it can't. But as you can see here in these warm-up rounds, Comandante, he has 100 ping compared to Russian's 69 ping. I mean, they're not as different, only about 30 ms, but they're still determinatory here, showing that Comandante has overcome it.
But hey, Commandante, he has to be used to it. By now, he's been fighting with over 100 ping this entire season.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gotten used to it and everything. Absolutely. So it looks like their mandatory warm-up rounds are done. So at least as of now, our referee is Bonk Nickelton. Snake is trying to get his game loaded up. So interim for Snake at the moment is Bonk Nickelton.
Welcome, both of you, to the Sasha Heavyweight Championship, the big match of the finals. So you will both be fighting against each other today in this glorious match of matchups. God, I forgot my script. So before we begin, let me remind you a couple of placement rules. The score to win today is 6. Unlike your normal 5, 4, 3, you must have score 6 rounds to win. You both have 5 disputes. If 3 of 5 disputes are correct, you will get an automatic 6. The regular rules apply. No sandwiches in the ring, no crouching, no jumping, no illegal weapons. And please, be kind to each other and have a clean fight. So without further ado, El Comandante, the newcomer in the ring, are you ready? Russian Bear, are you ready?
No!
Alright, Snake's gonna probably take over because he's punching me in the ring so much. Stop hitting me with your whatever that is, and I'll let you go. Fine, you want to do the intro? You do the intro. Just go.
There's already enough blood in the ring.
My apologies to my colleagues and the audience for being late. Chicago traffic is horrendous at this hour. And I'd like to apologize to these two wonderful fighters. Now, Bonk, thank you very much for interning me before I violently came in.
I think you owe me an apology after that.
Anyways, gentlemen, look at this. I come back, and you're already eating a sandwich in the ring.
Good idea.
Get back to your corner, son.
Stop. Boo! Bad.
All right. I'm going to ask the same question Bonk did again so we can get a clean start here. Commandante, are you ready?
Yes.
White Russian Bear, are you ready?
It's not possible.
Flip the table right there.
And without further ado, once Commandante touches the back of that thing, get in your corner, son. There you go. Let the Sasha Heavyweight Championship begin upon the bell.
And the 6th Sasha Heavyweight Championship begins! Russian Bear with aggression and easy punches there by White Russian, trying to get the early lead here. He doesn't have the advantage. Commandante trying to go in, but Russian Bear will get the first round. And Russian Bear had great aggression there at the start there, Tyrone. Just some good punches, darted out from his corner, and able to get the first victory here.
Certainly. It seemed that El Comandante was on the defensive the entire time. I noticed that all the punches took place on the blue side of the mat. It'll certainly be interesting whether El Comandante could be counter-aggressive or just counter-strategize White Russian Bear into being overconfident and beating him at his own game.
Of course, down for the second round.
All right, gentlemen, set round 2. Gonna make this short and sweet. Commandante, are you ready?
Very well.
Russian, are you ready?
Put the Spencer here.
Is that a yes or a no?
No.
We're waiting on you. Are you ready?
Da.
All right. On the sound of the bell, let round 2 begin.
Russian Bear with a 1-0 advantage over Commandante. Commandante a little bit more offensive this round. Misses a punch there, and Russian will get the second round. It's a 2-0 advantage here for Russian Bear Clayface. Commandante trying to switch up his strategy, but it didn't work for him in the second round.
Oh, this is just plain old Commandante. We've seen him try to adapt to a few different things, and occasionally it doesn't work. But then when he gets the hang of it, he'll be there. But Russian seems to have it all under control, as it seems. So it's a strange situation for him. Definitely new.
Absolutely. Round 3.
Gentlemen, something not mentioned before the first round is that you each have 5, count them, 5 disputes. If 3 of 5 are successful, you will earn a 6. Fighters, are you ready?
Yes.
As you wish.
Da.
Excellent.
Put the Spencer here.
Upon the sound of the bell, you may begin round 3.
Upon the sound of the beer bell, the referee says, with a 2-0 lead here by Russian Bear. Commandante gets the first punch, evenly exchanged punches there, and Russian getting some more advantage here. Commandante trying to come back, and he can't. It's a 3-0 lead for Russian Bear. Russian halfway there to winning another title, but Commandante is going to have to pull off a miracle here, Tyrone.
Yeah, Commandante certainly seems behind on... Seems White Russian Bear's, I don't know, butter strategy has really given him an advantage. Certainly hope he doesn't get diabetes using this strategy.
Russian Bear saying in chat that putting butter over himself and mayonnaise has worked well to his advantage. So we'll see, of course, how that plays out going into the 4th round. Gentlemen,
this is round 4. You all know the rules. You all know the disputes, hopefully. If not, at the beginning of the round, go ahead and ask me to remind you. Fighters, are you ready?
Sandwich, yes.
That's one. Right, Russian Bear, are you ready?
It's not possible.
Russian Bear with his shenanigans as usual.
Next round, I'm going to ask that the shenanigans lower a little bit. I don't like food in my ring.
Oh, this is bad.
Especially before rounds. Upon the sound of the bell, not the beer bell, let round 4 begin. Whoa, time. Let us restart that, Russian. No eating before rounds. Now, on the sound of the bell, we may begin.
Good firmness by the referee there as Russian gets the first punch, and Commandante trying to come back against Russian's strategy here. He's not very successful with it as it's now a 4-0 lead for Russian. Clayface, this isn't the Commandante we've seen that beats Spartan or Metro or Setup Lit. What is he doing wrong here?
It's so painful to watch him right now. Like, I just think he's just missing so many punches that he could have easily got in like earlier stages of the round. He keeps missing the most obvious punches, and that's what's he's getting cost. That's what's costing him big time. He keeps missing the first and second punches.
Absolutely, and maybe he'll be able to land some more of those punches here in round 5.
Gentlemen, round 5. Short but sweet. Fighters, are you ready to continue?
Yes.
That's straight up. How about you, Commandante? Excellent. Upon the sound of the bell, you may begin.
Put up feet.
Round 5, Russian Bear leading 4-0 in this 6 out of 11. Commandante gets the first punch in there. He's landing a lot more now, and Commandante will get a victory there. So it's now 4-1. That is the Commandante we have seen over the tournament here. Tyrone, do you think this is going to ride through to get him to tie it up 4-4?
Maybe El Commandante has just been holding back, and he just wanted to toy with his prey, so to speak. It certainly seems that he's zeroed in on his target, so to speak.
Nice.
And it'll be see what happens next.
Let me ask you something there, Tyrone. You said toyed with his prey. Do you think it's too late now to arrive, as he's given up it was a 4-0 lead, Tyrone?
Maybe El Commandante is just so confident in his skills that he thinks he can recover from this. Who knows? It certainly seems that he knows what he's doing now. Maybe he had a little shot of something, a coffee maybe.
Steroids, yep.
Possibly, when the 6th Sasha Heavyweight Championship will not end in round 6.
What was that? My cue? Yeah, that was my cue. Fighters, are you ready to commence round 6? I'm going to take that as a yes.
Very well.
When the bell rings, you may begin.
This is bad.
Russian Bear with another one of his costume changes as he leads 4-1 here in the 6th Sasha Heavyweight Championship. Commandante doesn't get the first punch in there, but keeps it even. Commandante trying to get another punch in there, dealing it, and does not get it out. It is now 5-1. Russian Bear, 1 round win away from claiming it all in the 6th Sasha Heavyweight Championship. Porcupine did this to Russian Bear last season in the 5th Sasha Heavyweight Championship. Clayface, is Russian Bear going to do that here?
It seems quite fair and square, but I still have hopes in Commandante to maybe pull this one back. Maybe. Just a small chance, maybe.
It's very possible that he can make it back, but it's a hard hill to climb to win 5 rounds in a row as we head into round 7.
Careful not to land any blows before the round starts, fellas. I know the atmosphere is very, very electric right now. Fighters, are you ready to commence?
Put dispenser here.
I hear one, and I hear another. Upon the bells sound, you may begin fighting.
5-1. It's essentially championship point here as Russian keeping his aggression on Commandante, trying to get a punch in again. Manages to get some hooks in there, and Commandante manages to miss one, and White Russian Bear wins the 6th Sasha Heavyweight Championship. White Russian Bear, the first heavy boxer in NHBL history to claim a 2nd Sasha Heavyweight Championship. And Commandante will certainly look for vengeance going forward. So we'll, of course, have them interviewed with the prize presentations here, and Commandante just celebrating it. Russian Bear celebrating in the ring. Commandante will just have the taste of defeat going into the NHBL International Series. Tyrone, what did Commandante do wrong here to only get 1-round victory?
It really seems that most of the time he missed his punches, especially in that final round. That one punch he missed made all the difference in the world. And, of course, now here we are with White Russian Bear now reclaiming the title after 4 seasons as heavyweight champion.
Absolutely, and he'll be wearing that championship belt in just a few moments. And Clayface, Russian Bear, he looks like he will have that sort of Peyton Manning Super Bowl win here in the NHBL, getting 2 championships under his belt. We don't know if he's retiring yet. We only have his unconfirmed none there, but seeing that and seeing how Russian Bear dominated in here, did his skill just really dominate against Commandante, or was it just a bad day?
I'm so devastated. I think Commandante had a bad day, and this wasn't really the match he was hoping for. But he knew what was expected, and he came in there guns blazing. Good on him though for trying. I mean, he's the first of the international fighter to make this heavyweight championship. It's a great achievement for him, and I hope he can still build momentum in the international series, definitely.
Absolutely, and he overcame a lot of challenges, as did White Russian Bear. Russian won against Dimitri in the first round, 2-1. He won against Musique in the second round, 3-1. He barely squeezed past Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick, 4-3 in the super semis. And now he has dominated Commandante 6-1 in the 6th Sasha Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 6th Sasha Heavyweight Championship prize presentations presented by My Variety. Here to present the awards for 1st and 2nd place in Season 6, please welcome the owner and founder of the National Heavy Boxing League, the gentleman's not-so-fedora.
Commandante, you put up a great effort in the Sasha Heavyweight Championship. You only managed to get 1 round there, but you overcame a lot to escape the right side of the bracket. So congratulations on your run, becoming the first heavy boxer from Europe to participate in the Sasha Heavyweight Championship. You have certainly made the United Kingdom proud, and let's hope you'll make them even more proud over in 2 weeks, hosted on your home soil. Russian Bear, you've been in the league since the 2nd season. You've made the most Sasha Heavyweight Championship appearances, and now you are the first heavy boxer to win 2 Sasha Heavyweight Championships. So it is my honor, with partnership with My Variety, to present you with the Sasha Heavyweight Championship prizes, including the Unusual Pugilist Protector. Those will be sent to you upon the conclusion of the broadcast. But congratulations to you and for your efforts in the NHBL. Congratulations, gentlemen. See you in the next tournaments. Clayface.
I am very happy.
Well, good evening, everyone. Clayface here. I'm joined with a very upset El Commandante. Actually, I'm not sure if he's quite upset. He seems to be more relaxed.
Yes.
Commandante, how do you feel about that performance? What happened out there tonight? Well, I knew I was going up against experience. Yep, that is true. Of course, White Russian Bear, and it seems experience better than newbie. Look, mate, you did a bloody good job. You overcame some serious adversary coming into this tournament. but I'm glad the newbie got to this point. I suppose so. Commandante, let's see you now about this. 2 weeks time, you're going up against Metro in the international series. Is this loss going to affect your further performances? Providing my internet stays stable, I don't think so. Well, it was an absolute pleasure watching you fight throughout this tournament. Give us a high five, and back to you, Fedora.
Of course. Before we go off, I believe Clayface will be interviewing our new Sasha Heavyweight Champion, Russian Bear.
Okay, White Russian Bear, before I start this, can you actually give me more than one word answers, please? Otherwise, I'm going to be fairly cross with you right now, mate. Because you just beat one of my personal boys, and now you're pronouncing saying one word is. Come on, you're the champ now. Let's get some White Russian Bear, how do you feel? How do you feel you performed tonight? Do not say good, and do not say great. Go ahead.
Sticky and covered in butter still.
That's fucking White Russian Bear for you, everybody. Now, Russian, how do you feel about, Commandante? Of course, he was fighting with over 100 ping. He was... What challenges did he actually bring out to you tonight? Although only beat you in one round, what challenges did he give you with, having over 100 ping competing?
Well, as far as fighting him, this is going to be a long answer, by the way. As far as fighting him, he had the advantage for the most part, except this is not his fault, by the way. Based on where he's in Europe, right?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes.
Okay, well, it's not his fault, but based where he's at to here, not to here, but in TF2, the ping compensation is bad. So I had to get up close to him and punch him pretty good. Otherwise, if I wasn't getting close to him, he would have beaten me.
Wow. You heard it from the man himself. He would have beaten if it was a one-stick pony. Of course, the Commandante is very good with the off-slick tactics. Now, White Russian Bear, this is the question everyone wants to know. The rumors have been building up. What is your future surrounding after tonight?
I don't know. I left my planner at home.
What?
A planner book.
Your what? Sorry, your planner book.
Yeah, my planner book. It's got all my plans in it for NHBL. If I remember to put them in there.
No, but Russian, if you had to say anything about the future, I'll ask you this question now. Actually, this is more serious. Will we be seeing you any time in season 7?
Probably in the bathroom, because the burritos here are very terrible for your intestines.
Yeah. Let me actually jump over to Snake as well. Snake, how do you feel about both fighters, of course, performing tonight, and in your new position, of course, as the SVP of officiating? How do you feel both men performed tonight?
Oh, I feel both of them performed quite well. I'm not sure about either one. I'm not either fighter, so I'm unable to tell that they were fighting to their full potential or not. But I will say this: it was quite an intense and amazing battle royale, and I was very amazed that neither of them needed to use any disputes.
That's a good point. Snake, I want to ask you one more question. If you had to give any advice to Commandante for shaking off a lot in the Sasha Heavyweight Championship, what would you say?
Well, the first thing I'd like to say is, don't be sad that it's over. Smile because it happened. You were part of the NHBL's greatest, most prestigious event. You were there. You were part of it. You know what it feels like, and now you can strive to do it again, to come back and bring the trophy home, or the belt in this case. So never give up. Always keep your head high. This is a learning experience for you. You can only get better.
Alrighty, thank you, Snake.